Hi, welcome to my walkthrough of 3 of my already created journals. I am going to actually swap these around here. I'm going to start with the small one, go to the medium, and then the big, huge, chunky monkey. So let me move those out of the way here while I'm working my way through. So this first piece here is it's a tri-fold. I used a folder or part of a folder from Dollar Tree that I got a few years back. It's got kind of a shiny pattern on the front that I really liked. I added another Dollar Tree buy, the butterfly here. It's one of the few I didn't actually make into another pocket. This is the front. This is the back, which has a page with a sticker, a couple stickers there, and then a handmade envelope that I did, another butterfly tucked in. Sorry about this. Let's pull here. Some ephemera that's in the pocket. It's just another one of those butterflies that's been glued down to, these are paint chip pages that I have glued together to make a writing spot and a place for that butterfly. And then it just goes back in here. The random kindness was from, I think, a spam letter that I got. And I just thought the words were really nice. And so I used it on my envelope to give it a little stronger than the regular paper. Just like I used the washi to line the edge of the envelope. And I'm having trouble getting that back in. So you know what? I'm just not. We're gonna tuck it. I'm just having one of those days. There, until later, and when I have all of my hands available. So this one I decided to close with a self-sewn on series of Velcro tabs, buttons, also from Dollar Tree. I am a big fan of a lot of the Dollar Tree stuff. This is some, I believe, wallpaper leftover that I had from something else. Soft side here, sticky side here. This was some painty paper that I had left over, so I gave it a pretty scalloped edge and made it into a tuck spot. This is some 6 by 6 inch paper that I turned into a kind of bookmark sized, just a writing spot here with paper on the inside. I can't seem to hold anything with one hand. And it just closes up and goes back in here. And then there's a tag ephemera piece here that is another writing spot on the back. And there, so you can see there is some more, I believe that's off of a bottle. It's a label from a water bottle, I think, or part of one. Anyway, that's been put on over the stripes. And I'm not going to put anything back in. I'll just, I'm right-handed and holding the camera with the right hand, and that just means the left is completely clueless on how to do anything. So this middle piece is a piece of writing, and what I did was I alternated colors. And so I have striped writing paper and then plain piece of, you can doodle, or you can write on it, or you can paint or whatever. And then I just repeated that a couple of times through here so that you would have, you know, just a nice little notebook. And on this side, there's a pen, or you could stick a pencil in here. This is leftover from some Chinese food I got. The chopsticks came out, and it makes a great place to put a pen or a pencil. So then I had some cool little places I stuck in the button markers. This is another writing area. It's just some old leftover paper from a very, very old phone book, I think. But might have been from a notebook. But it had the lines on it, and I thought that made it really nice for being able to make an extra journaling spot. There's more of those little ephemera pieces glued in to make more pockets. And this is just another writing spot here. And then this last one has a tag in it that I think was part of the packaging for some light bulbs from last Christmas. And I just thought it made a really neat tag. So I put a little bit of extra blooping in there. Actually, that might just be where the tag, or where it hung. Yeah, I think that's actually what that was. So I just folded it in half, cut off all of the markings, and then used that as where the tag, the yarn would go. So this is a extra piece of from another project. I had extra paper. Same with that piece, and same with that piece. And because they all seem to really work together, they got used on the inside of here. And I picked the color, the green, in here, and the yellow, because it picks up, you know, the yellow from the butterfly, and the gold / yellow from the tag. And it just all seemed to work together. So that is why I use the yellow and green on the butterflies, and just kind of trying to keep a good color theme. At the same time, I was trying to just make something fun and easy, something that people could carry around with them at the same time that they were trying to either travel, or when they were trying to, I don't know, you could use this for recipes, you could use this for grocery shopping, or Christmas shopping, or anything of that nature. Just a little something that you could tuck in your purse or your back pocket, because it's not very wide. If I want to know that, what I have to do is shift around my bottom mat here so that I can see the, oops, something I'm working on, the markings on here. And so that's one, there's just a little over 4 inches wide here. And I believe it's a little over 11 inches tall, because well, it might be like 9 inches tall now that I think about it. The shoot, it depends on the size of your file folder, of course. All right, and so let's cover that back up. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I am. So, all right, so we have, this is the middle sized one, and I don't know front or back. Looks like that's the front. I was going for kind of a beachy theme for this one, so we have some pearls for decoration. We have various colored yarn here for the ties. So each loop here, I guess, for the ties has a pearl on it. And these are just kind of decorative threads to make it more fun. All right, and then this goes around the side. The other side has kind of a lizard scale pattern to it. This is a very textured piece on the cover. These were, I believe, upholstery fabric leftovers or samples. And so I really like the sand dollar and the shells and the starfish, and that was another shell. Anyway, okay, so I went for mostly, I think the most of this is envelopes. This, on the other hand, is a hand-dyed from inks paper that I did. They have washi tape here to help reinforce the join. A faux stamp here to travel, it's to live. This is an opening in the envelope for ephemera, which I can't pull out right now. Again, with my left hand. So this is an envelope here, envelope. Anyway, so it's got, you know, a little tab up here, and this envelope opening is at the end. So technically you could put an entire piece of paper that went the whole length of this if you didn't want to be able to pull it out the top. So there's a tuck spot here, which doesn't have anything in it at the moment. This is a glued in, it's another long journaling piece here. And in fact, you can unfold the top and be able to have even more writing space if you wanted. Then all of these envelopes were part of a stationery set, so they were all decorated. And I've added, of course, you know, like this and everything to give it some more interest. Some of these are opened on the top, some of them are opened on the side. This one just has this one has 2 holes, so it has 2 loops of thread in the top to be pulled out. It's just a piece of ephemera butterfly. And then, let's close that up and move this here. All right, so this side didn't really have a lot of decoration on it, so I added a rather large image here. And in between these, I actually added some journaling pages. These are hand-dyed pages that I did. I don't remember the media I used. They kind of remind me of the powder stuff that, like magicals, but they aren't magicals, and I cannot remember now. Brusho, I believe, is what they're called. And so these may be Brusho dyed, but they have just some really nice color and just a lovely aged effect here. And then this is a mountains envelope, and you can see there's another one of those cards that I made from paint chip pages down in there. And then if you open that up, there is another envelope for people to put stuff into that's actually open down the side, so it's even easier to get into. Oh, that was supposed to be glued. That may have come apart. Anyway, so then there's another writing spot tucked in there in that pocket, as well as having that pocket, So, and then the mountains here. So, and then there's another, these are, I think, waxed paper or maybe vellum pages that I was playing with some extra hand-dyed paper from a book I had fallen apart, and so I had the pages separate from everything. And then some pretty stickers, another tuck spot that I decorated with dots, and then some more hand-dyed pages. These, I believe I used onion skin and some other things. So that's why you've got a few of the purple dots, as well as the lovely brown in there. But it's been long enough that I don't remember. So then we have the lovely, the smaller version of those butterflies from Dollar Tree amongst the red leaves. And then some beautiful little, oh my goodness, my brain is just not working. Balloons. And there's the pocket here, and it's got a tuck spot, that a folded tuck spot that's shaped like an envelope, like the others. This also has a space for ephemera. I don't have a lot of ephemera in this yet. I'm still working on this one. That is just another tab space to be able to pull that open. And this is just, you know, around the world travel and the boat, and that kind of reminded me of another postage stamp. This is another pocket that's made partly with that baked vellum and another extra piece of paper that was dyed. Then there's a pocket for the long envelope that goes there. Tiny bit of journaling space there for a little quote or something. And then you can, if you want, put a very long piece or a short piece of ephemera in there. Oops. Let's fold that down, and plop that up. And some more travel ephemera. This is, let's see if I can get a better light for this. That's very dark, but it's a bird image flying in amongst the, kind of a hummingbird, I believe, flying in amongst the bamboo and cherry blossoms on that envelope. And then this is just a mildly decorated folded spot, and this folds down. There's washi tape holding it on. Just some beautiful, it's got flowers and lily pads and all kinds of pretty stuff in there. And again, it looks kind of dark on here, but it's brighter. I need better lighting, but you can then have another spot there for tucking stuff away. And then we're back. This also has, well, this one has another different kind of butterfly in it. And so, of course, getting that back in there is a little more trouble. All right, so then we flip all of that back here. And then this seemed, the part of the envelope seemed kind of plain because it just had the clouds in it. So I added some washi tape for some extra scenery on that one. And then we have more of the paper. And then we have a new envelope with the fish. And these remind me of rocks. I don't know that that's what that was supposed to be. But anyway, so there's the full view of the whole envelope with the fish that has a pocket here with another one of those different butterfly. Each of the butterflies that are in here are different. So to add a little bit of extra interest in there. And I did manage to get a few pages of journaling area in each one of these. And then we have trees for this one. And I think that's yet another kind of butterfly in here. Yep. So some of them look like they're just color differences, but they are mildly different for each one. All right, so that's the full page with some sticky tab leaves. Each one of those comes off and is its own sticky tab. And then there's, I put in the home and travel sticker in there, kind of. I thought that was fun. And then think we're almost on our last, but definitely not least. We have a beautiful butterfly sticker on there that wiggles when it's moved around. And the bee over on this side, which flips out and has that. And then there's this piece, which are also sticky tabs for people to write on, write notes, however you like to do that. And then we have, is that the, yep. Okay, so that is the part of how I made this. Each of the envelopes went into, I believe, the flaps of the envelopes went into here. And so you can see that finally in this last envelope here. And they are designed so that they will stay, or you can cut them loose and sew in another pad in here if you need to or want to. And then here is the other part of that lovely blue ink dyed paper, and then that's it. So, okay, and so now we have the Chonkamonka, and I'm gonna try to run through this pretty quick because it's now 20 minutes long. I probably should have just gone with 2 in the first place. So I did this so that it's actually supposed to tie kind of over here, but I failed. I do not tie very well. So we have some sari dyed ribbon for our closure, and we have some pieces off of some furniture tapestry fabric that are here. And then that's the back over here with more pieces of that on the I think that's the inside of like a cereal box or something. And then I went through and I wove some string through each of the binding things to make a very pretty, very tactile, very soft binding here. And then bound some more pearls into the bottom edges of that. And I had one break, so that does happen, especially if you use very skinny wire. And all right, so this has, oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe, signatures, and they were all like extra paper stuff that I found. And so I was just using stuff that I had cropped off of other things. This was from, I think, a tissue package or something, and I loved the cutout star and moon, and so I put in some other paper behind that and just left that open there as decoration. And then, so this has pictures. These are flowers that I made with pieces that were cut or torn off of book pages that I was using for something else. This particular one has a flower. From, I think, Dollar Tree. Sticker. It's a sticker on top of mine. And these are just the multi-dimensional flowers that were part of a different set. And so I used a bunch of, some of these are, like I used a metallic pen on the edge there. I tucked in just a little square here of something to be a writing tuck spot. The F for flower, I just thought the little girl was beautiful with the flowers, the little flower girl. And then I did little things like that throughout. So this is mostly doodling or art or writing space. So I'm not gonna really, but I just wanted you to be able to see. some of the edging that I did. That's washi tape around that edge. And I bound these two together to have a space for that tag, which I can't get out of here. But these have Van Gogh stickers that I got from a Van Gogh show that I went to. And then I tried to use some contrasting yarn when I sewed these in so that they would show up a little bit. I have a trifold here. It's, you know, they're all throughout this. They're all different kinds of things. I used textured paper. I used more of, this is another one of those wallpaper chip cards that I glue a couple together to be able to stick a butterfly down into. These are, I keep wanting to call it charcoal, but they're chalk, chalk is wet erase, so that people knew what that was on there. And then there's just a little spot where I stuck in some balloon ephemera, things like that, and that goes back in there. And so I put some tabs on, and I put lots of papers and stuff in here, and there's more textured paper in here, and a lot of stuff, just ephemera and pockets, and that's a bookmark that's in there. So I'm just trying to give you as good of a so some of the paper I think was handmade, some of it came out of Dollar Tree paper packs. I have a number of extra Dollar Tree. Let's see if I can get some better lighting in there. The metallic flower is really pretty on that one. There's several kinds of the textured paper, and just whatever I could find that I thought suited the kind of bohemian nature. I can't remember what that came off of, but I just love the way that had the circle in it and the texture and the pattern. And so I used a couple of those throughout this because I had them probably from some kind of packaging. So Toyful sticker, some fold out with some beautiful gilded washi tape. This is some of the pretty paper that came in from the Dollar Tree packages, sample packages of different pages and papers and stuff. There's another one of those tags. That's a wooden tag from Dollar Tree. That is I can't remember whether that was a sticker or whether I glued that down, but it's beautiful. The gilded dots on here, I think that may have come from the Dollar Tree too. So those packs have wonderful, just like little tiny things. There's more washi tape. This was a sticker from a package of washi tape and stickers. And you can see the gilding glistening there. And so then, oh, and we have a belly band. And this is actually one of my more favorite pieces. I drew up some pretty cute little female figure. They're not very big. They're just like from shoulder to hip, or from neck to hip, I guess, bodies, and cut them out. And then I used various kinds of fabric to make things like this with the little dresses. And let's see if I can get a better, maybe not. Anyway, so just making little dress shapes out of them. And then I need to put that back in the belly band. So the some of the paper that I had wasn't the right size. So this is some of that texture paper that I cut off the top, and then it makes a beautiful and matching belly band. So ideas for how to do that kind of thing. So that's the label off An Angry Orchard. I just love the tree guy. And so he made it in. A little bit of fold out paper with some extra paper glued on to be able to give it just, you know, some interest. And again, then we get to the back and there's more of that packaging with the star and the moon. And I just thought that was very cool. So, all right, so that is 3 of my finished journals and 31 minutes. Thanks for looking, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.